Well, that's no good. Oh, Lordy. Well, I guess I might have to stick with this orientation. Uh, I don't know who's online with me here. Yeah, I went to my local hardware store. I actually, I need, let me set the camera over here to the side here. I'm gonna have to, now that I got started with the wrong orientation. Hey, Chris. Yeah, you're going shopping. Hey, you did pretty good at that yard sale the other day, it looks like. Yeah, those hubs, those 22.5 hubs you got, boy, that was a good deal. I paid way more than that for some of them that looked just as bad. I actually bought some the other day that I had to put on some trucks that I was selling. So man, you hit a gold mine there as far as I'm concerned. But that's the way it goes. You got some great deals that I would have liked to had. But you can't be at every sale every place, and I definitely can't be out in the Midwest buying stuff. I buy enough over here in North Carolina to choke a goat as it is. But let me get out here into traffic. I'm gonna turn this camera around maybe in a second. I hate I got the orientation kind of screwed up. I was typing it in and I thought I typed it in right, but it has a mind of its own sometimes of what orientation it'll let you have. But I'm headed back over to my, what I call my Ford dealership, to see what we got done over here. I worked till about 11:30 last night over there. We got up, of course I knew I was going to have to do payroll and everything else this morning with the truck, so I got up, did that, took my shower so I could look halfway decent and everything. Boy, I tell you what, at the end of the day, when it's 11:30 at night and you've been working hard as everything, you can really look pretty grubby at the end of the day. But that's life. Oh yeah, it's coming along. The roof's looking good now. We've got to do the trim and everything. What we worked on yesterday was putting the insulation. We put the insulation on the windows. I put the 2-inch insulation on it, and so right now I got a pink looking building. We've got that, and let me grip this a little bit better here. Let me see if I can grip my phone a little bit better. I'm having to use my iPhone 10, and I don't know why the orientation screwed up on me, but this one, yeah, well, I know it. It's got features. The iPhone 10's got features on it I like and don't like. It's one of those crazy things. Some of the new features are pretty neat. Some of the things they took away are aggravating, and I don't like the fact you don't have a home button like you used to have on the others. But you have to go with the flow, go with whatever technology they change, I guess. And that's the way it is with that. Yeah, I'm down one employee this week. I had an employee to kind of go rogue on me last week, and he and I kind of had words, and he is no longer employed with me. He was a good guy. He did good work while he was with me, but he actually kind of went rogue on his hours and a few things. So of course, I don't want to discuss personnel problems on the YouTube, but that's a little bit. It put me behind one person, so we'll just leave it at that. But things like that happen from time to time. I've got to be able to control my situation regardless of what these employees think. Sometimes they feel like their worth is way more than they really are, and it's sort of the situation. Well, we did fine before you came, and we'll do fine after you came, and or after you leave. I can't be held hostage to anybody like that. And sometimes you get guys and you give them a little bit of latitude, and then they feel like they can take advantage of you. And that's what this gentleman was doing, and I had to call him on it. Hey Doug, how are you doing this morning? I'm able to see a few pop in here and there. I've got, and now I'm going to have to stop up here. They're doing work on the manhole covers up here. But we're going to do a little short live feed here and everything, and get out to my building. Let me try to get around this guy without running over anybody. Out there in the middle of the road redoing manhole covers. Dangerous work. But the building's coming along pretty good. I've got some people wanting to come work for me, and I got one gentleman, hopefully, he looks like he'll be a good worker. I've been talking to him for a few weeks anyway, and if I can get him to come work for me, I think he'll be talented enough to help me close some of these things up, because I cannot do it all by myself, that's for sure. That's working till 11:30 at nights for the birds. But I've got to get it done. I mean, even though I say that, I'm going to do that because that's what it takes. I mean, when you're the main person and you know things have to be done, you just do it. And I know you guys out there that are independent too, you know what I'm talking about. You don't, good gracious, how's that person trying to get that tractor trailer down that road? Well, we'll see. There's somebody coming down I don't know if he's lost or what, but he's definitely trying to take a tractor trailer truck in the wrong location. He's trying to take it down a residential area, and he's going to tear his truck up going through all those trees. But that's idiotic drivers there. I'm in the trucking business, so I kind of call it out when I see these crazy drivers going down a residential street in a tractor trailer with a 53. He's not going to make it very good. I hope my signal's still pretty good. It usually is pretty good for this phone. On this side of town, we got pretty good AT&T towers over here, so I hope my signal's pretty good. I'll turn this thing around when I get up here and let y'all see what I'm up against, and we'll show you the pink building right now, because it is it's pink from all the insulation we got on the glass. We put the new glass, I mean the new insulation all over the glass in the front, and we got it all pinked up. So I'm pulling in here. People are probably looking at it going, what in the heck is going on here? I'll give you a bird's eye view. Let me turn this thing around here. And there we go. Here is my pink building. Sort of unique looking. I had to go get me a couple more cases of silicone. We're putting that 2-inch foam insulation up, and then of course the extruded aluminum that holds the glass in anyway is 2 inches out from the glass, so it's working out just perfect. And then what we're going to be able to do, let me unplug here. What we're going to be able to do once I get myself situated here, let me get in here. You have to excuse me, guys. I got to rearrange a couple of pieces of equipment, mainly me, I guess. Oh. But there's my look right now. We're up at 11:30 last night, putting up these eaves and everything. I still got a couple of small pieces I got to put up there, and I've got to do the fill-in work. That's what I'm doing this morning. I've got some little areas right like this that the sheets of foam, I got to go in there and cut some small pieces, some like 4-inch pieces and 2-inch pieces and that sort of stuff. And that's what I'm up against. The new camera's working out pretty good. I haven't been doing any live streaming with it, but it's working great. It does great. Does great film and everything. I've got some stuff I'm editing. I'm just letting it run. It's going to be some shots from down here when I was doing work. I just set the pedestal up. Now you can see my big fat butt here through the reflection. But here's what we got. This is the new my new doors in here. I'll open up from this end. Since we've taken yeah, it's a nice camera. That one Clay talked about. Yeah, it's a nice camera. Well, good. It feels cooler in here this morning. That's a good sign. This insulation on this glass is already cooler. So y'all can see what I'm up against. It's going to make it a little bit darker without the lights on, but that's fine. But I got the new LED lights. But we're still going to have enough, I think, ambient light or whatever coming in from the sides. It just darkens that down right there, but it's going to make a world of difference. I've been talking to some people about my tile out here. I'm going to try to take up this not ceramic, but linoleum tile. Now here's the lights back on. It lit it back up. So that looks good. Once we get all my Napa stuff in here and we'll get the pegboard up and a few other things, hopefully it'll look pretty good. Hopefully it'll look pretty good. But yeah, I'm already feeling good about the heat in here. Now we're gonna, as you see, I've got the drop panels of the suspended ceiling. There's about a 2 foot section here that we can get up in here and put more insulation. And I'm gonna blow R40. There's one of the panels out. I'm gonna blow R40 insulation up in there, and hopefully when we get our HVAC system, we're getting a new HVAC system, and we're gonna put what looks like a long tube over here on this suspended ceiling. We're gonna run that down through here so we can really cool this section out good. And hopefully that'll work out good. And we're gonna put some more insulation in the back too. I mean, insulation is the key. I know it costs coming in, but boy, it saves in the long run. So I'm all for that. But that's where we're at today. I guess I'm gonna have to get off. I've got to get back to work, and I'll see you guys later.